Hi, it's Matt, and today we're going to look at Lego blasters again. I haven't looked at blasters since my 50 subscriber special. Gosh, that was like 5 years ago. Anyway, we have different designs. We're shooting different types of projectiles.
Warning, Lego at high velocity hurts. Be careful.
One of them is all my design. The other are my son's design, and I just sort of modified them a little bit. We worked off each other, and it was kind of a game of one-upsmanship, just like it is with real weapons. And we kept improving on each other's designs. And so I want to show you what we came up with. First off is this really sleek design here. It works on the principle of just pulling a rubber band back and creating tension that way. Loading around, which is one of these Technics pieces, and releasing it. It's got a real elegant trigger mechanism. It's a real simple design. One of the benefits is it can shoot different types of projectiles, such as bricks like this. One of the disadvantages is if you turn it sideways to a certain point, the round falls out. Next we have this type, which again uses the tension of a rubber band. Fires different types of rounds. This one is probably not as good at shooting a brick, and it has the same drawback of the round almost falling out. Actually, that's not too bad. Also, we have this design here, which passes the gravity test. The rubber band is actually on the round itself and not directly tied to the trigger. So you load it up. The trigger has a post that pushes up through, and that's what holds the round in. And then you squeeze the trigger and fire it. You can put different lengths of rounds in it if you can get a grip on it. See how this is set all the way back there. This rail overhead keeps the round in check so it doesn't fall out, so gravity doesn't affect this one. One other thing I added to this is an ammo rack, so you can just stack up your rounds so they're at the ready to load them up and fire.
Pew! Pew! Pew!
Okay, so to show how this was put together, I'm going to take it apart. So we'll pull all the ammo off. Okay, that's as far as I'm going to tear that one down. Okay, next up is this design. It's a lot cleaner, it's a lot simpler. Again, it uses a rubber band. This is a heavy wrapping of a rubber band to return the trigger and the little tab that holds the rubber band. One of the key things with getting the rubber band lined up is that after it fires, you don't lose it, and you also want to keep it in relative alignment so it's not too high. It doesn't skip over the round you're shooting. So you can adjust the height of it to get what you need. Pull that off. This is wrapped around quite a few times. Here's a look at the trigger mechanism. This is a really nice, clean, simple design my son came up with. I just did a few little modifications. And the handle is really simple too. Okay, that's all I'm going to tear that one down. Lastly, we have this one, which actually the first one we started off with. I was fumbling around with trying to have a pin shooting, and my son came up with this real simple solution. And you can see a little bit there how the rubber bands are held on, or the rubber band is held on there. This is nice and elegant. This rubber band down here, again, it puts tension on the tab and on the trigger, and so when you, after you pull it, it releases back instead of having to manually put it back up. Okay, that's this one. Now we're going to see how well they shoot. Stick around. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, and it really helps me out a lot.
I keep hitting off to the right, so I'm going to try this design now. Switching back to the other blaster, I forgot I made this other type of round that has a hole in it that I can launch it. And right in the trash can. Let's give this first blaster another try. And there it is. Thanks a lot, y'all. Bye.